अल्लाह के नाम से शुरू जो बड़ा मेहरबान और निहायत रहम करने वाला है। पेट्रोलियम क्लब ऑफ पाकिस्तान के तहत टेक्निकल लेक्चर एंड फोकस वेबिनार सीरीज़ का हमारा सिलसिला जारी है और आज का हमारा ये लेक्चर स्ट्रक्चरिंग अ कंटिन्यूस इम्प्रूवमेंट कल्चर इस पर है और हमारे आज के गेस्ट स्पीकर हैं मोहम्मद इनामुर रहमान, a senior program manager, project management office specialist with over 12 years of professional experience in project and program management, lean management, business and operational excellence. He has certifications in project management PMP, IASSC, Lean Six Sigma Black Belt certified, ITIL V4, MS Project, certified trainer leadership. He is also a professional mentor and speaker, taught over 2,000 professionals on various platforms, forum, and accredited centers like the Microsoft PMI, New Horizons, Informa, ILM, etc. So let's start the session. Inam, over to you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Thank you for the introduction and thank you for joining this webinar on structuring a continuous improvement culture in any organization. As this term, continuous improvement, is not new for us, but it represents a huge missed opportunity. Companies who adopted this can easily be seen flourishing in more innovative and more productive ways because it focuses not only on processes, management and operations, but also on all the people in an organization. So in today's webinar, we will cover basic understanding of continuous improvement methods, learn few concepts of continuous improvement, and some famous tool that can be used right away for team or individual process improvement. So let's explore. Okay, as per definition, the long-term approach to systematically achieve small incremental changes in process in order to improve efficiency, quality and operational performance is known as continuous improvement. But continuous improvement is really continuous good change, which we will discuss in our coming slides. It's a generic name given to a range of activities designed to engage a high degree of involvement and trust in the workforce in innovation. It's really an umbrella term for an organizational approach supported by a range of specific techniques. Since it's a philosophy, or I can say it's a business philosophy, it's often linked with the more specific change programs. For example, it can be used in combination with business process reengineering, total quality management, or any version of lean concepts. In each case, the contribution of continuous improvement is vital, whether it's in maintaining and extending progress through a regular stream of small improvements. Okay, building a continuous improvement culture. So what it takes to create a true culture? I believe there are 4 conditions. First is will. So will is like that you have to want it. If you are a team leader, you want it for your team. If you are a supervisor, you want it for your department. If you are a director, you want it for your division. If you are a president, you want it for your organization. Whoever you are, you have to want it because everyone wants their employees to function with their full capability. You have to develop and believe that good enough is actually not good enough. Second is skill. It's important to develop some skills which help in maintaining culture of collaboration, strategic planning, adaptability, and self-reflection and constructive feedback. Third one is authority. It's extremely important to give authority to people to make changes. It's not enough to have a will to have continuous improvement culture You have to create process that works itself from top to macro level. Like you have to create a value stream, which we will discuss in our coming slides. The last one is guidance. So guidance should be given to improve within boundaries, and this is the responsibility of leaders and managers to define the boundaries in which someone has to improve. So it's important to give every team member a freedom with boundaries. And this is how you start spreading continuous improvement across the organization, and you don't get anarchy, which every leaders fear. In this slide, we'll discuss the continuous improvement through the Tatas Way. Toyota is a very famous company, and they created this Toyota Way in 2001. So, Toyota Way is a comprehensive expression of company's management philosophy. Actually, it's based on two principles. One is continuous improvement, and other is respect for people. So, which is furthermore categorized in four major principles. First is long-term philosophy, in which focus should be on extended sustainability rather than the short-term gain, and encouraging a sense of purpose in employees for productivity. The second one is the right process will produce the right result. As in the continuous improvement, the major focus is to promote a constant remove of the waste. So there are 7 known waste, which are waste of transport, inventory, motion, waiting, overproduction, overprocessing, and defects, which is also known as TIM words. The third one is add value to your organization by developing your people. So definitely leaders must adopt and promote the philosophy to employees, and they must grip the philosophy, and their teamwork should be recognized. The development of business partners and suppliers should be raised in a similar way. And the last one is continuously solve root problems to drive organizational learning. Yes, again the responsibility comes to managers. They must monitor operations personally to understand problems. Solutions should be determined through a consensus and implemented swiftly with the purpose of constant improvement. So the question arises that how can we implement continuous improvement at our workplace? There are many methods. Few of them I selected here for you. The first one is Kaizen. The second one is PDCA. Third is Lean. Fourth is Six Sigma. Fifth is root cause analysis. And sixth is 5S. 7 is value stream mapping. 8th is TQM or total quality management, and Kanban. Let's see them individually. Okay, Kaizen. Kaizen is a Japanese term meaning change for the better or the continuous improvement. It's a Japanese business philosophy that focuses on gradually improving productivity by involving all employees and by making the work environment more efficient. The small change used in Kaizen can involve quality control, just-in-time delivery, standardized work, the use of efficient equipment, and the elimination of waste, which result in increased productivity, improved quality, better safety, improved communication, higher morale, and employee satisfaction. Changes can come from any employee, anytime, and don't have to happen slowly. Although Kaizen recognizes that small change now can have big future impacts. So there are definitely a lot of benefits which we already discussed here, that increase productivity, quality, improved communication, and better safety as well, because these processes help in creating a safer environment. So definitely the morale will be high if everything is under control and going so far very good, and employees are satisfied. So it will definitely improve the morale. So let's see the Kaizen process, the continuous cycle of Kaizen activity, which has 6 phases. The first one is uh, identify a problem or opportunity. Okay, you must have a problem statement. You should identify that what is actually a problem, and then second one, in second phase, analyze that process, that what should be done. And in third phase, develop an optimal solution. Fourth one, implement that solution, and then study the result and adjust. Then standardize, in last one, standardize the solution if it is okay. Okay, so it's a cycle of Kaizen process through which the continuous improvement should be implemented in any process. There is no boundary of any company. Any company can adopt it in any culture, in any technical or non-technical, in any managerial environment, or any environment. It can be easily adopted and give good results. Okay, PDCA, another one. Plan, do, check, act. It's also known as Deming cycle, and it's a model for carrying out change. It is an essential part and a key prerequisite for continuous improvement of people and processes. This model includes solution testing, analyzing results, and improving the process. It has many benefits, like it stimulates continuous improvement of people and processes. It lets your team test possible solutions on a small scale and in controlled environment. And it prevents the work process from recurring mistakes, okay, repeated mistakes, you can say. So PDCA is really a simple 4-stage method that enable teams to avoid recurring mistakes and improve processes, in which first one is plan. So in plan, we recognize and identify an opportunity and plan for the change. Then do, implement the plan for change on a small scale and then test the change. Third one, check, review the result and analyze them for success or needed adoptions, okay, or any changes we can do in that. And then act again. If the plan worked, implement the changes on a wider scale. However, if the changes were not successful, go through the cycle again with a different plan, and this should be done again and again till the results came according to our expectations. Lean and Six Sigma. So Lean focuses mainly on preserving quality with less work by eliminating waste. Common waste that are identified for improvement includes: number 1 is time, number 2 is money, and third is resources. These are the main one. There are a lot more, but these are the main one. So Six Sigma utilizes a set of quality management methods that results in improving output by identifying errors and defects. Lean Six Sigma is a combination of two popular processes of improvement methods that covers the way for operational excellence as well. These time tested approaches provide organizations with a clear path to achieve their mission as fast and efficient as possible. Lean Six Sigma provides a systematic approach and a combined toolkit to help employees build their problem solving muscles. Both Lean Six Sigma are based on the scientific methods, and together they support organization looking a built up problem solving culture. So it has 5 stages. Okay, so the 5-step method of improvement process that is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. It is famously called DMAC as well. And in define phase, we define the problem, and measure phase, we quantify the problem, analyze, identify the cause of the problem, and improve, solve the root cause, and verify improvements. And finally, in control phase, we maintain the gains and pursue the perfections. Okay, root cause analysis. A root cause analysis, by definition, is a factor that causes non-conformance and should be permanently eliminated through process improvement. But it's a collective term that describes a wide range of approaches, tools, techniques, which are used to uncover the causes of problems. And there are many tools used in root cause analysis like cause and effect diagrams, fishbone, 5 whys, Pareto analysis, and others. Okay, another technique is 5S, which is very famous. In 5S, it's actually an improvement tool for organization and maintaining a discipline, and it's create more productive workplace. So it helps creating a better work environment, reduce waste, while improving efficiency, safety, and quality. 5S represents 5 simple practices that starts with the letter S, and 5S is a structured way to create and maintain an organized, clean, safe, and highly performing work environment. The first one is sort, that keeps only necessary items in the workplace. Okay. Second one is set in order, that arrange item to promote efficiency workflow. That's a more arrangement type of set in order. And third is shine, clean the work area so it is neat and tidy. The fourth is standardize, set standard for constantly organized workplace. And the fifth and last one is to systemize the thing, or the process. So maintain and review the standards. Another technique is value stream mapping. Value stream mapping is considered to be an improvement tool as well, rather just a definition of how the process operates and should be operated. It's very dynamic tool. It's very I can say a very realistic tool. I use it in many projects, and it results amazingly. It visualizes the issues. So it is continually be updated as a process improved. Okay, it tends to display more information than a typical process map or a flow chart. However, a value stream map does not track all possible paths and decisions a process can take. It focuses only on the high level flow of value from start to finish of the process. So the primary purpose actually of creating a value stream map is to show you the places where you can improve your process by visualizing both its value adding and its wastefulness steps. Okay, so you just have to put on display every important step of your workflow and evaluate how it brings value to your customer. This allows you to analyze your process in depth and provide you with hints where you should make changes to improve the way you work. There is one more approach which is very popular in many businesses: total quality management, TQM. It seeks to improve quality and performance, which will meet or sometimes or even exceed the customer expectations. This can be achieved by integrating the quality functions and some key process throughputs. Total quality management may mainly focus on customer satisfaction, employee involvement, process enhancement, and better communication. So one of the core components of TQM is the principle of continuous improvement. Okay, Kanban. Kanban originated within the Toyota enterprise, and it's a tactic used to help improve and make needed changes in order to promote further improvement. Uh, it becomes very popular, and the main reason is that the Kanban encourages continuous improvement. This type of continuous improvement method utilizes the importance of small steps towards improvement while also respecting the current process and rules. It's actually a scheduling system that indicates what should be produced, how much, and when it should be done. You can see in the figure that you can write all the things which you wanted to do, or you can identify the problems which you wanted to address, then categorize it and prioritize it and move accordingly through the columns. And it gives you a good visual of the progress of addressing your problem. So let's define the steps by which you can launch a continuous improvement program at your workplace. The first is creating a program structure, establishing a clear goal. You must have a transparency in your plan and make it as a regular part of your policy. Then learning new ways. Let's see one by one what they are. To develop a successful continuous improvement, you need to first define the program structure. Usually organization fails in establishing an improvement program often because they lack elements of structure that ensure ideas are heard and acted upon constantly. By establishing a structure for encouraging and responding to ideas, you can ensure that your continuous improvement programs become a part of a corporate culture. Establishing a clear goal. It's extremely important to have a clear goal because it will explain what type of improvements you are looking to make. Ultimately, decisions around changes should be customer driven. By keeping the customers always at the forefront of your decisions, you'll find you sell not only a product or a service but a satisfying experience as well. However, it is management's job to give workers a perception of customers' need and wants and the type of improvement that can help better meet these needs. Third is transparency. So one of the important part of continuous improvement is involving all employees in the program, sharing ideas and feedback from them to improve system. So it's important to demonstrate that how management will review those ideas. Put a transparency structure in place to show how management is incorporating this feedback. Identify members of the team who will make decisions on suggestions, selection of the methodology, which we saw in previous slides. So employees know where to go with the decision. Then make sure that the continuous improvement leaders provide regular feedback during management meetings. In addition, consider recognizing or otherwise celebrating success improvement in public ways. Companies can use recognition programs as well that highlight the most innovative suggestions of the week and or run leadership board encouraging the friendly improvements competition to build progress. This actually demonstrates that the ideas being heard allow employees to share the success of the program and build excitement about the future suggestions. So you should make sure that everyone within the organization understand the importance of continuous improvement program. Spread the word through multiple channels that they need to stay focused on making process as lean as possible. Your competitors are strong and won't hesitate to take advantage of any mistake or slow response. So a continuous improvement program keeps your company competitive and prepared to react quickly to anything. So it's necessary to incorporate continuous improvement participation into managers' routine, okay, and making it as a regular part of your policy, okay. So you can use these platforms to give updates about your progress, initiative, KPIs, and using those methodologies which we discussed, it can be easily implemented, and I'm sure it will give a good help in structuring your continuous improvement culture. Okay, finally, the fifth one, learning new ways. So continuous improvement is about learning new ways to do things right. So it's important to continue teaching others how to look for improvement. As a continuous improvement expert, you should have a great set of tools and methodologies that can help all the members of your company analyze problems and make improvements to their daily activities. Make sure you're always open to helping others applying these tools as well. Uh, with this teaching mindset, you become an improvement guru, someone your peer and employees can turn to with questions and suggestions about improvement. Just because you realize that you should always be motivated for continuous improvement, it doesn't mean you're always making the right move for that. There are some common difficulties that you might encounter in implementing continuous improvement culture. So it's better that you should be prepared for them, and so that you will have a pretty good understanding of what kind of problems you can expect and how to most effectively address them before they have even grown to a full issue. So here is a list of common challenges we usually face in implementing continuous improvement. First is difficulty in collaborating between multiple stakeholders. Many stakeholders need to be engaged in continuous improvement. Sometimes there must be issues in collaborating, and continuous improvement is a teamwork. So team needs to be involved in all process capturing, reviewing, and agreements. When you roll out changes, you should involve all employees affected by the change who needs to adopt new ways of working with multiple initiatives that are likely to be at very different life cycle stages. So what you should do to make things work out for you. First thing, provide teams with vital context. Okay, at the stage of this project, of the start of this project, make sure that everyone has a clear idea of how they work, how their work fits into a bigger picture. Document this context in a central place so that everyone can access the information they need to do their job well. Second, lead by example. If employees see their managers collaborating, that really helps to foster a team spirit culture within your workplace. Make sure you and anyone in a management position model good collaboration for your employees. Third, use technology to help. Employees who don't feel confident approaching other directly for help or rarely speak up in meetings might find it easier to engage through a technology tool like Bitrix, Flow, GoToMeeting, and many more. For instance, this can really help fostering the voluntary type of collaborating that's so valuable for everyone. Second challenge, difficult to identify which process to prioritize improvement first. There is no shortage of good ideas for what could be improved at any organization. But how do you prioritize? So the best tool I find it is Kanban, which we already discussed in our previous slides. where you list all the identified process and decide which one to go first. Okay, you in that Kanban, you first decide different kind of problems or issues or any processes you identified in your organization, and then decide one by one that which one is more prior to address, and then move accordingly on that. And third one is the lack of continuous improvement ownership. A strong local champion should be selected so that the continuous improvement manager has a process owner to train and rely on the future initiative. This is a big issue because we need a support from management or senior leadership to run this continuous improvement program in any organization. Fourth is poor managerial support for the improvement initiatives. As we already discussed, buy-in for the program has to start from the top, or else all other levels of business will not sustain improvement which we already made. Fifth is optimized piece of a process rather than as a whole. So continuous improvement work is most effective when it's broken down and have a diverse team is assembled to look at a process from end to end. Okay. It seems like we should create a work breakdown structure or a process breakdown structure, and we should address them individually to have more focus on individual process and have good results on them. Sixth is lack of employee engagement. Employee engagement becomes a real challenge nowadays. Businesses in every industry struggles with how to engage teams in effort to improve business processes. Even once they do get employees involved, it's often a challenge to sustain the momentum. The good news is that give their chance, and most employees do want to have a voice in process improvement. Management just need to make it as easiest as possible to staffer to do so. Few companies make some mistakes by enforcing adoption of change to employees and believe it. It's just like that your best plan or your improved process will deliver nothing if employees are ignorant of them. So make a good communication culture as well to support this your continuous improvement initiative. So with this slide, we came to an end of our webinar. In this webinar, we discussed few techniques and methods, or I can say highlights of some methods, which are really helpful in fostering a continuous improvement culture at any workplace. By using these methods constantly, or by constantly improving every process through this method in your company, you can maximize value to both your business and your employee while minimizing the waste along the way. Thank you very much. Thank you for attending this webinar, and good luck.
Okay, thanks, Inam. It was really a lecture, and hope we will continue this kind of lecture series in future. तो Inam, ये तो एक lecture है. Is there any possibility that you are professional and you are doing a certificate courses as well? So is there any opportunity for our members or the Petroleum Club viewers that they can join your certifications with discounted rates?
Yes, why not? It's a pleasure for me, and we would love to give almost 20% discounts on our every certification courses or programs, that is Lean Six Sigma Black Belt, Lean Six Sigma Green Belt, Productivity Improvement, Continuous Improvement, and Project Management courses. Most welcome.
Excellent, excellent. Thanks for that. So till that time, inshallah, stay with us and see you next time. Allah Hafiz.